In my 12 years of marketing online, running online businesses, I've had several businesses, taken several to 7 figures, and I've had several business partners as well. Some I've had for a short time, some I've had for a very long time. And the thing that I've learned over the years is that having a business partner is very similar to just being in a regular relationship. The same things that are required for a healthy personal relationship, so like with a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, etc., are required for a business partner. You need to have communication. You need to be always talking. You need to be open and honest about the problems that you've got. Problems are always going to happen, right? There's always going to be misunderstandings. There's always going to be those moments where one person feels that they are not getting, something that they require from that relationship, right? There's this to and fro, give and take, ups and downs. It's always going to happen. It's just part of life. It's part of any relationship. And the answer to every single problem in your partnerships, business partnerships, is always going to be communication. Okay, if you're not talking, if you're not able, if you're not in a place in that partnership where you're able to discuss things openly, honestly, frankly, constructively, then ultimately the chances of that business relationship lasting, flourishing, and reaching its full potential, they're pretty slim. Okay, it's just like a regular relationship. Having a business, owning a business, is a lot like having a kid. You feel a similar way about that business. You care for it in a similar way. It requires a similar amount of time and attention and love. It's just how it is. Business is like a child. Business partners are like a husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, that kind of thing. And the key to your success in a business partnership will always be communication. It will always be being on the same page as each other, wanting the same thing from the business, having the same goals for the business, understanding the mission and the purpose of the business. It's got to be, you've got to both be, if it's human, it's 2 people, on the same page. You've just got to be. If you're not, I'm afraid to say, probably, ordinarily, it ain't gonna last very long. You've got to have mutual respect for each other. You've got to understand what the other person in that relationship needs. And that, if you don't see it that way, if you kind of think that you can just let some things slide, not talk about certain things, make assumptions, not communicate, not talk things through, hold people responsible for things they've done without explaining the fact that was a good or a bad thing, it's a recipe for disaster. It really is. So bear that in mind when you're thinking about going into business with somebody. It's essentially entering a relationship. When you're starting a business, it's very much like having a child. The care and the attention that's required, and the same applies to the business partnership. It's another family. It's another family member. It's another offspring. The parallels are just there. They're just obvious. But some people don't get it until they've been through it. So if you're on the edge of having a business partner or going into a business with somebody, it's not just enough that they're good at what they do. You guys have to be on the same page as well, and you have to have a clear understanding of what your goals are, what you're trying to achieve, what a win looks like, and those lines of communication need to be open all the time. Okay, hope that helps. Have a good day.